Hi guys, happy Monday, happy Motivational Monday, y'all. Today for some reason felt like Wednesday. I don't know why. It's like it's Monday. Why is it feeling like midweek? I don't get it. But anyway, I got a meatloaf in the stove that's smelling so good. So I'm gonna try to get through this in about 15 minutes. I don't want it to be too long. I know you guys said some of you said you like my longer videos. If you did not see my video yesterday, it was long. It was 36 minutes. That's long for me. And I did the video on a twist out, and I said that I might leave it out today, or I might cover it back up with my scarves like I've been doing lately. And I did. I left it out. And I'm going to challenge myself to leave it out all week. Anyway, so over the weekend, I heard someone say, because I'm always thinking about ahead of time, what am I going to talk about for Motivational Monday? And this person saying this triggered my topic for today. I was with them and they said, oh my God, my knee. And they said it with such passion. They said, my knee is killing me. And I just cringed. I said, oh my gosh. I said, please do not say that. I've never liked for people to say that. Like if they have a headache, my head is killing me. My back is killing me. I was like, do not pronounce that over yourself. And I forgot what made me stop saying it, because I probably used to say something like that too. But somebody said the same thing that I'm saying, like, please stop saying that. I just can't remember who and when, but it's been years, right? Death and life is in the power of our tongue. Our words have so much power. They have power to heal. They have power to hurt. They have power to uplift. They have power to tear down. Life and death is in the power of our tongue. And so while we're on this self-love journey, self-evolve journey, self-healing, whatever it means to you, right? Whatever steps you're taking, if you need to heal emotionally, you need to love yourself more. That's what we've been doing over these last few weeks. That's what the Motivational Monday has been trying to get you in the frame of mind to get back to self, putting self first, because we can't serve others unless we're whole, right? And it's a lifelong journey, even though we're not going to stay on this for forever. I mean, we said last week we might switch and start talking about dating. I don't know. We're going to stay on this for a while. Maybe we'll write it out to the end of the year. I'm not really sure until I feel like we're done with it. Y'all let me know, because you guys are my, you guys tell me what to do. You guys be telling me what to do, like, stay right there or change and switch it up. So there's somebody that you guys that tell me that. So anyway, when he said that, I was like, I want to talk about the power of the tongue. When he said that, it just, like I said, it prompted my message for today, and it reminded me of this exercise. How many of you have done that exercise where someone will say, what would you say to your 25-year-old self? Or what would you say to your 18-year-old self? Well, one time, I don't know when it was, some years ago, I thought about that little girl inside of me. Like, I don't know, maybe she's only 5 or 6, because I think that we all have that little kid inside of us. And I'm reminded of that when I'm playing with my great nieces and nephews. Sometimes I get into the moment and just be playing and giggling and laughing with them, and I feel like a kid, right? Or sometimes we may feel like a kid, like a little girl when we get scared, or, only like, I think we all have that little girl inside of us. If you're a man, I think you all have that little boy still inside of you. Men have to portray, they have to be macho, they have to be strong, but I think there's that little kid still inside of each of us. And I often think, what would I say to her? Well, one time I was going through something so dark, right? So dark. That's the only way I can describe it. Just extremely a hard time. And I thought about the little girl inside of me, and I felt like she's still there, and there's this exercise that I started making myself do, like, to help me make better decisions. And I was like, if she's with me, I wouldn't go here at this time, or I wouldn't let this person inside the house because she wouldn't approve of that. That's not fair to her. Or like I'm just committed now to then protect her if I'm conscious of her, right? And so sometimes I'm conscious of her. Sometimes I'll go through this exercise, just like sometimes you'll be on a weight loss journey and you are eating healthy and you are eating strict for months and months and months, then you might fall off the wagon. So it's kind of like that. So sometimes I'll go through that. And so when I'm talking about today, paying attention to what you say, if you do this exercise, if you're willing to do it, try it. Watch what you say around her or around him, especially when it comes to yourself. Or even if it's somebody else, if you're lashing out in traffic to somebody, road rage. For those of you who just always fuss at the, would you go? We've all done that, right? How would she feel if she heard you saying some of the things that's coming out of your mouth towards yourself, especially towards yourself, and then especially towards other people as well, I guess, you know what I mean? So that's an exercise that you can do. And I remember today on my way home, I was like, I knew this is what I was going to talk about, you guys. I usually don't have notes. Sometimes I do, and if I do, like last week, I usually don't follow them. But I was coming home from work today and I was like, I think I talked about the little girl in my book. And I actually think I read this, it's not a poem, it's a piece, I guess, a writing. I think I remember, I wrote this book in 2016, so somewhere along the way, I've read this to you guys before. But this will help you to, hopefully this inspires you or motivates you, since this is Motivational Monday, to remember that person inside you. Not what would you say to your younger self. Imagine that she's inside of you. Would you act different? Would you talk different? Right? So listen to this. So this is called Kitchen Table. And the kitchen table, no matter where I've ever lived, I've always liked the kitchen. I think the kitchen is like the heart of a lot. Oh, y'all, hold on. I told you I was making some mashed potatoes and gravy. Or did I tell y'all that? I don't know if I mentioned that I had some gravy on the stove. I made some meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and I'm have some gravy on top, and I'm starving. Anyway, the kitchen table is like the heart of most people's home, and it's one of my favorite places in my home, no matter where I've ever lived. I love sitting at the kitchen table. So anyway, I remember when I was a little girl, way back, even further than that, when my thoughts were pure and I loved unconditionally and intentionally, when I was always happy, when I felt free, protected, special. Yes, I remember. I know she's still there. I often feel her inside my soul, see her in the pupils of my eyes, the part that still shines. The hope inside, that's her. She waits patiently for me to return, to find my way back to her. The cares of this world are so many, so I had to care for them. She wouldn't understand, so I left her behind, tucked away to return later. Later, after rash decisions were made. You know, the kind that turned out to be the wrong ones, the kind that set you back what seemed to be for years. I had to figure things out, which way to turn, which way to go from here. She waits, tucked away, listening, watching. She hears all of my aches and moans. She sees every tear that has fallen. She's even caught in some a time or two, even wiped them when I wasn't looking. She's hopeful. It shines through my eyes. I see her. I think about her all the time as she patiently waits. She's waiting to go to the beach, to build sandcastles in the sand, lick her arm to catch melted ice cream that drips from her cone, to laugh until she gets a bellyache, to dance against the rhythm of the beat. I pull up a chair, my favorite one. I found it at the thrift store and it's lopsided. That's exactly what I like about it. I never had it fixed because it rocks. It helps me to think sometimes when my thoughts get stuck. I sit down to eat Sunday dinner. We're having homemade tacos. I love to listen to birds chirp while playing outside my window as the day turns to evening. I love to imagine where they're going or what they've been doing all day. I love tacos on Sundays. Kind of feels different against the norm for a Sunday dinner. Like I should have, feels like I should be having smothered pork chops or something with green beans and cornbread. Tacos are easy, laid back, no fuss. They make me feel free, like I make my own rules. They are her favorite too, her favorite food too. I opened my notebook and I began to write. There's so much I want to say to her. I get up to make myself a drink. I've convinced myself that it helps me to relax. Not sure if it does or not. One shot of tequila, one squig of Sprite, the rest cranberry juice. One day I'll give this drink a name, but for now I'll just sit and stir with my finger and return to the kitchen table. Yeah, I forgot I put that drink recipe in here. Okay, guys, so that's it. As you can see, I done lost daylight. Then got dark in here. I did pause to eat. I was hungry. I was like, okay, wait a minute. But anyway, I hope that motivated someone. And take that exercise about, what would you say to your younger self? Take it to the next level and think about, hold that person dear to you. Hold that little girl, that little boy dear to your heart. It'll change the way you talk. It'll change the words that come out of your mouth. Remember, our words have power. Our words can create, can change things. You know what I'm saying? It could, if you speak positive toward a goal or something. As a matter of fact, you can take this a little further and think about that younger self inside of you and resurrect some old dreams that have laid dormant, because of life, and may motivate you to go back and launch some old dreams that you've had. Because it's never too late. It's never too late. So anyway, you guys, that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow for Testimony Taco Tuesday. I don't have a guest. Okay, that is the ultimate goal, but I don't have a guest tomorrow. But we're still having tacos tomorrow. Might step out and get some tacos. A lot of our restaurants are back open and they're spaced out. The capacity is limited and all that, but we may step out and go have some tacos. Have not done that in a very long time. You guys know Cousin Larry is in town, and that is my Taco Tuesday buddy. And so, yeah, that's kind of what I want to do tomorrow. So I'll take you guys along with if we go, and I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your week.